Hello, it's Ryan of Happy, Healthy Vegan, and just getting started a little bit early tonight. So I'm getting confusing data from my YouTube admin page for the live stream. So let me know that you guys are here. Let me know that this is really live. I think it is. Just come on. I know I surprised a lot of you guys coming on early, but I was just twiddling my thumbs and everything was all ready to go. So I figured, why not just get started a little early and we can just start talking right now. Why wait another like 7 minutes or so? So anyway, guys, let me just get our first comment here. It's been kind of eerie with the strange statistics and the all right, Metalhead, you're here. All right, this is really working. All right, cool. Sometimes when I come on, things just seem a little different, you know. Things just don't seem quite as normal. So great, we are here. This is really working tonight, and I am early. So hopefully I didn't throw anyone off too much. Okay, I saw you, Metalhead. You will probably be sleeping in a box. You'll be on tonight, even though you slept in a box until 1 a.m. Eastern time yesterday. It was cold, so you left early. That's interesting. Well, I think you told me you're going to sleep in a hammock or box, something like that. Hey, Aubrey, you are second on tonight, and Peter is number 3. I know I have more of you guys on right now. I see how many are on, so come on and say hello, everyone. Let me know if there's anything you want to chat about before it really gets going. And Peter, yeah, thanks for sending me the stories. Yeah, I heard someone else sent me some stuff about the artist Lizzo. I don't know too much about her. I don't follow too much like contemporary United States or American music, so but I'll check. I've heard of Lizzo's name, obviously. Don't know much about her. I didn't know she was vegan, and I didn't know that she stopped being vegan, so that's all news to me. So I will have a look. Yeah, then I think it was Heidi sent me a YouTube video of some guy, not famous like Lizzo or anything. Actually, it's kind of warm today. My AC is still not working in this room. I'm gonna crack the door a little bit so don't go anywhere. Let's see. Maybe this will help me out a little bit. Feel sorry for Angie's gonna have to hear me more clearly now, but it is a little warm. I just opened the door because this room's getting warm. I know, it sucks. You know, there's no air circulation in here. Bring a fan in. You know, I'll just take a rinse after if I get too hot. Let me close the door. Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff going on. Anyway, and Sean Baker said vegans were being too hard on Lizzo. Well, I'm sure some are. I haven't been hard on Lizzo. I didn't say anything about it, about the situation until right now. Let's see. Hey, James. Cool. You want to know about people's opinion on companion animals. Is that different from like having like your pet dog or cat or something like that? Is companion animal refer to something a little different, or just let me know. Okay, Peter said also about Lizzo, she might like to eventually eat a raw vegan alkaline diet. Interesting. I don't see why you go on a vegan diet, then you quit it, and then you want to come back in the future maybe and do a raw vegan diet. That's an interesting path. He believes we're a cult because we're hard on Lizzo. Hey, meat eaters are hard on us, so by that same logic, meat eaters are a cult. So who cares what that guy thinks? That guy thinks he believes in all sorts of wacky, zany things from what I remember. I don't follow his content anymore, but I remember when he came on the scene many years back, I go, wow, this guy is, he's different. He's interesting. Anyway, let's see. Hello, Allison is here. Cool, the gang is starting to show up. About a third of where we normally get to on a Friday live stream. So anyway, cool. Well, you guys got me here. Anything you want to talk about? Anything you want to chat about before everyone else starts showing up? Because I still am 3 minutes early. James, I was asking you, what do you mean by companion animals? I've heard the term, but right now I'm not clear if you're referring to like something more than like a pet or something, or like, it's a pet dog or cat or lizard or something like that, a companion animal. Sure, Allison, put your groceries away. Totally cool. And Sarah's cheering for the Padres. Travis, I don't know anything about baseball. I don't know if Padres are just West Coast Pirates or what. And James also wants to know if companion animals will eventually go extinct if we achieve our vegan world. Hey, I don't know if a vegan world is like the I mean, sure, people would love to see that. It's just, we would like to see more and more people go vegan. I don't know if we'll ever see a vegan world like where everyone believes in, oops, not that, wrong image here. If everyone believes in this, oops, how come it looks wrong? Oh, because I had my mouse over it. I don't know. I don't know if it'd be weird if everyone in the world believed this. I can't imagine. Seriously, sounds strange coming from a vegan activist. I just can't imagine how everyone in the world would believe that. I mean, I'm not saying that would be a bad thing or anything like that. Any ideas how we can get the whole world to believe that? It's hard enough convincing like 5 or 10% of the world to believe this, but like, even a majority of the planet, that would be amazing. Oh, Sarah, I wish I was in your headspace right now. I'm so jealous, that you're out somewhere nice and experiencing pleasure, and I assume life's going all right for you. So that's cool. I'm envious, and I'm happy for you out in your favorite happy place in Mendo, California. Scott, no, not going to that vegan deal. I've never been. I heard the New York one had some problems. It was like really hot in a parking lot and not enough. I don't know. I just saw some people complaining about it online, but people complain about everything. But I wouldn't go anywhere. It's pretty far, and just not in the mood for something like that right now. Carl, I did not see your first message. Let me scroll up, Carl, and see if I missed something. Carl, I am not seeing anything. Oh, you think you're being blocked? I see you now. I see 2 messages. I think I'm being blocked. And did you see my first message? So I see those messages, Carl. So you appear to not be blocked because I saw those. Your first message was blocked. Well, these 3 in a row, Carl, are obviously not blocked. So I think you're cool. Maybe something weird happened. I don't know. So anyway, okay, yeah, you see 3 total from Carl on your end too, Sarah. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing here too. So I think you're good. Maybe there was a bug or something like that. You know how computers are, right? They kind of suck. They're not perfect, I should say. So anyway, oh my God, Allison, you had to say goodbye to your 11-year-old dog Matrix on Tuesday. It's so hard without him. He got a brain tumor and he began to decline quickly. Yeah, that is tough. Especially when it comes on like kind of, like as you described there, just like kind of quickly, like unexpected, and it's hard to prepare as opposed to like, our previous pet, before we got these, these current ones, he had a slow decline, and then like a few months ago, we thought because of a incorrectly interpreted x-ray that Bodhi had some kind of tumor inside of him, and he didn't, thank heavens. But we were all like, oh my God, where did that come from? So anyway, I'm so sorry to hear that. My deep wishes to you, and I hope you are feeling better soon. But it's going to take a while because if you really loved your pet, it sounds like you did. It's going to hurt for a bit. Let's see. Wow, Carl. How you just came down with that on one side, the facial droop on one side of your face affects your eye, talking, eating. Should it resolve quickly? I've never heard of that before. James, I wasn't sure what you meant by companion animals. Are you referring to like what people commonly refer to like pets? Or are you talking about something else, like service dogs or something? I'm not sure what you're talking about, James. But yeah, ask it again, and we'll see if we can get you some opinions from me and the crowd here. Well, it's not really a crowd, but the audience. He was asking about people's opinions of companion animals, and I just wasn't exactly sure how companion animal was different from referring to just like pets or something. Not sure if there's a distinction or is it the same reference or meaning. So anyway, does my energy seem low tonight, guys? I just feel like kind of blah today, So I'm sorry. It's nothing about you guys or anything like that. So anyway, hopefully I can perk up a little bit here. Probably that room being warm too is not helping. So anyway, but Carl, I don't think you're being blocked though. I think you are fine and everything is cool. Just chill with me, guys. Don't leave if I'm not my normal, entertaining, bright self or anything like that. I'm gonna do my best here today. So just understand your vegan cult leader, is not always feeling all snappy and everything. The weather hasn't been too bad, thinking out loud. It's our typical autumn weather where it's kind of like in the low mid 70s, sometimes low 80s, but it hasn't been too hot. Yeah, not too much to complain about, but this is the time of year where heat waves can really happen. Unfortunately, we haven't had a horrible one down here lately. Okay, Carl, so what you have going on is caused by a virus in the facial nerve causing nerve damage. Just a random thing that can happen to anyone. Okay, cool. So it's something that's not like permanent, you're saying, just some kind of random virus got your nerve there and it's damaged and it just will heal on its own or with the aid of steroids. So cool. I'm glad it's just something that's, fixable and random and should correct, Carl. So am I right there? Hopefully I got that right now. I hope that's the case, because that sounds like the best scenario. Ryan has low energy veganism debunk Peter. It's not really low energy. It's kind of low. Not feeling all that like just happy today or something like that. It's a lot of stuff weighing on me lately. So I'll keep it that. I don't want to dump my personal problems for the entire internet to like, ooh, let's jump on Ryan. He's had some personal issues. Veganism debunked. None of us meat eaters have personal problems or anything. And my personal problems are fine. Don't worry. Me and Angie are fine. We're great. We love each other. Everything's cool with us. So it's something outside of that. Yo, uncle. Yeah. If I get up early in the mornings, my sleep's been really off and weird too. Yeah. Sometimes I'll be waking up like at 7 or 8, which is weird for me. Yeah. It's nice though to go outside or just look outside and see the fog. So yeah, it's kind of nice. I enjoy fog, especially after summer. The fog is very, very welcome. I appreciate foggy Octobers after hot August and September. So yeah, I'm not complaining about the fog at all right now. Yeah, thinking out loud, it's some melancholy for sure. It happens to pretty much all of us, I guess. And I'm waiting for our first Floridian, our first, channel supporter, just channel follower from Florida, like Graven Babies, Foo, AJ, who doesn't reside in Florida but has a house in Florida, and we have a couple more. Those are the 3 off the top of my head. So I hope they're all fine. We are actually James, if instead of having people scroll up, why don't you just paste it again for everyone? That'd be way easier, James, so we can see your question again. But you still haven't answered my question about you rephrased it. I just paste it again and let me know if your companion animal thing is the same. But yeah, we were in touch with Graven Babies during the whole Hurricane Milton hitting her, and we were getting scared for a while because she said, oh man, her house was starting to flood. Like, how badly are we talking? But fortunately, it wasn't that bad. It was contained. But yeah, we saw the city or town she's in. She let us know the name of it, and it was on some of the maps, some of the national maps. Like, whoa, she's right in the path, not on the coast, avoiding the storm surge on the sea, but still just getting like 10 inches of rain or something like that, or more. But yeah, she survived through. I don't think I've heard back from her since, but I'm glad she got through. She said she'd come on tonight, but it sounds like she had electricity too. But when I watched the news like the day after, I guess it was Thursday morning, like 3 million people in Florida were without electricity. So I'm just hoping to see all our Floridians. St. Pete runner, yeah, St. Petersburg, right? You're still without power and you're in St. Pete. Wow, okay, so you are here. And how in the heck are you watching us, St. Pete runner? Do you have like a mobile device that you're keeping charged somehow? It's easier to keep a mobile device like a iPad or phone, something like that, going than a computer, I imagine. Unless you got a generator. But anyway, I'm glad you're alive and okay. How's your residence, your house? Did that survive? You won't have power back until Wednesday. Lost cell service and water the first day too. Wow. Yeah, I was watching some I think your governor DeSantis was doing a press meeting or whatever that's called. News conference. Ahead of the storms hitting, to talk about all the people and assets that were in place and on their way ahead of time. As a hurricane's heading down on you, all these people and assets were on their way too, like people to fix all the power lines, phone lines, electric, all that stuff. Water is being shipped in, all that stuff too. So hopefully you're doing all right out there. Let's see. Sarah, you have a friend in St. Pete's area was with Milton, but Helene flooded his whole house 4 feet high. Wow. Yeah, I saw that the Tampa Bay area, which they thought was going to get hit the hardest because of its low-lying bay, easily prone to flooding. They had a reverse storm surge. It depends on, storms circulate in a counterclockwise pattern, I believe. So it depends on the winds of the hurricane could actually, depending on the direction, they come blow the water away from shore, push it out to the ocean. Unfortunately, that's what happened to them. They had a negative storm surge. So that's great. There also would have been a ton of misery there. It sounds like that would have been a disaster if they had an 8-foot storm surge, 10-foot storm surge. Yeah, Sarah, your buddy didn't evacuate. He never does. Yes, the negative storm surge. Yeah. AJ, aloha AJ. We were just talking about all our people in Florida, or in your case, have a Florida home. And I don't want to give any personal information out, but I thought you told us here the name of the city or town where your house is. If you want to share it with us, you can. If you don't want to, you don't want to. But I'm going, man, I think that's AJ's area there. So let us know how you did, because if it's the town I'm thinking of, it didn't get just devastated or anything, but it sounds like it got a ton of rain. Graven's here too. Cool. All our Floridians are showing up here. So AJ says, hi Ryan, my house is totally good. Thank you. Awesome. Tampa got hit worse than you did. And we were just talking about Tampa got lucky in that it had a negative storm surge. The hurricane force winds were actually blowing the water away from the shore, pushing it out to the ocean, away from the bay out to sea. So they got lucky there. And Graven's here, and I'm glad Graven's okay. Graven, I said, was messaging us Wednesday night, maybe even Thursday morning, because we're on different time zones, saying our house was starting to flood. We didn't know how bad that was going to be. Fortunately, said it was really contained. It's just a lot of rain, not much damage. So awesome. Awesome, Graven. Milton's eye went over Winter Haven, which is so close to us. Yeah, it looked like, the eye didn't even have to go right over, just 50 miles either direction. It sounds like it would have been crazy. So I'm glad. You're about to have a nervous breakdown, to be honest. That's how I kind of feel right now too, Graven. Not because of a natural disaster like what you experienced, but for other reasons. So AZXV. says, I invited this person, I'll assume you're him, unless you want to tell us otherwise, he, him, to come, and veganism is bad for you. Cool. That's your claim. That's what you want here to prove. So give us the evidence that veganism is bad for you. Like, be specific. How is it bad for you? How is this badness actually manifested? What happens? How long does it take for this badness to manifest? So let us know. And also let us know what evidence you have for that. Not just like, this is what you think. You're just sitting in an armchair. Veganism is bad. Here's what happened. Let us know your proof. Support your claim. So now it's a claim. You're making the claim. So now, I can claim anything. I could say right behind that couch there is a leprechaun from planet Zbox 7, and his name is Babik Nern. That's my claim. If you want me to support that, I'd have to support that. Anyone could claim anything. I could claim I'm the president of any country right now. Anyone can claim anything. So anyway, you made a claim that veganism is bad. So the next step is to support that claim. Defend your claim. Oh, it's already manifested on me, so we're going to turn it about me. I represent veganism. So please explain how a man of my age, 57 years old, how veganism has wrecked me. So go, it's yours. You can focus on me. Try some ageist personal attacks. Remember, I'm 57. I'm not 37 or anything like that. So go for it. Please show me how veganism is bad, and it's already manifested on me. Hey, Jordan, thank you for your super chat tip there, Jordan. Thanks so much. Yeah, long time no see. Good to see you, by the way, Jordan. Right now, we have AZXV claiming that veganism is bad. I asked him for his evidence of how veganism is bad, like what happens, and he's come back and said, well, it's not a claim, it's true, just it's manifested itself on me. So please share. Like, have you seen my blood work? Have you seen my slam dunks in my age 50s and stuff? Yeah, I've changed. I've grown. My channel started in 2013, and I haven't died since then. So here we are 11 years later, and I've aged. I've aged from age like 45 or so to age 56, 57 now. So you're saying because I've aged, and I think I look pretty good for a guy that's 57. Yeah, there's probably Brad Pitt and Keanu Reeves looked better at age 57 than I did. But please tell me, what about my appearance suggests that veganism is bad, and veganism caused my appearances to be this way, and I would have looked otherwise. Thank you, AJ. Thank you so much. Yeah, I don't know if you came on and heard me earlier. Yeah, it's been a really rough. I had all those problems summer. Air conditioning still not fixed, but that's not really bumming me out. Just some personal things going on. Not between me and Angie. Me and Angie are totally great. We're awesome. Anywhere. AZX deserves to be on the shit wall. So yeah, I think he does. Let me start finding his comments here. All right, AZX Vegan. I'm going to put you up here on the poop wall so we can keep track of what you're saying here. So what we're going to do is literally, cruelty free. Which one is it again?
I'm going to leave your words on this board for all my classes to enjoy.
So as he gets his thoughts together, here we go. Let's get rid of the rules. Hopefully you got a look-see at the rules there. No, there's our last person who tried to veganism is bad for you. And how does he know that? He knows that because let me add his next thing here. Okay, so you're saying your argument for why veganism is bad is you believe somehow that my age, I'm 57, remember, I'm slam dunking, I have really, really good blood results, I'm on 0 medications, and remember, your average 57-year-old is on multiple medications. Your average 57-year-old is either overweight or obese. I am neither. So explain to me once again how, since I'm doing better than your average 57-year-old, yet I'm vegan, yet you said veganism has wrecked me. So what about my healthy blood tests, not diabetic, not pre-diabetic, not obese, I have 0 calcium artery, I got a 0 on my CT heart scan or whatever last year or so. So please, thanks Jordan, thank you for letting him know this guy's a joke. So please please tell me. Be specific. Just don't say, oh, I don't like how you look. I think you should look better. Yeah, I would like to look like Brad Pitt. I really would. That would be awesome if I looked as amazing as Brad Pitt. But unfortunately, I don't, you know? Hey, vegan metalhead, what do you got there?
I saw a clip where LVL responded
Lifting
to
vegan
someone
logic.
who ate raw beef, egg yolks, raw oysters, and drinking raw milk while pregnant. I called her out for playing Russian roulette with her unborn child.
Yeah, might as well, huh?
Thanks for the tip.
Yeah, thanks for the tip, guys. Thanks for the super chat tips. So where did AZV? Do not tell me about 57-year-olds who eat seed oils and plant oils. Man, I'm just telling you, are they vegan? All these 57-year-olds who, on the average, your average 57-year-old is not vegan, they're overweight or obese, and they're on medications, prescribed medications. I have none of those going on. I have near perfect blood tests. So please explain to me once again how, despite I'm doing better than your average non-vegan, how veganism has made me worse. Please, I don't understand your point. Just saying, oh, so you're just doing like this generalization. Oh, your average 57-year-old eats foods that you don't approve of. Still, I'm doing better than them and I'm vegan. So your argument, see, doesn't have any weight. I'm doing better than your average 57-year-old. So you disapprove them too. Are you going to their YouTube channels and giving them shit for being 57 and eating a seed oil, but they still eat meat and all these other foods you like? But AZ, oh, thanks Jordan again for the super chat tip. So AZV, let's back it up here. Instead of doing a personal attack on me for not looking as amazing as Brad Pitt for my age, and I know I look pretty good for 57. You might not know what 57-year-olds look like. You're probably a lot younger, at least half my age. I know what people my age look like. How do I know? I see them on Facebook. All the people I went to high school with, I know exactly what they look like. And I feel pretty good about myself when I see them on Facebook. I really do. Not to say I look totally amazing compared to them, but I don't look much worse than most of them. I think I look pretty good. So instead of I'm comparing myself to people I went to high school with, AZV. I'm just saying, I don't look as amazing as Brad Pitt, who's a multimillionaire, could take care of himself. But anyway, instead of doing personal attacks on my appearances, you have to come up with some. You said veganism is bad, so instead of attacking one single person, let's say I looked horrendous, okay, AZV. Let's say I looked utterly horrible, just disgusting and sick looking or whatever. Let's just say that. Okay, that's just one person. I could find you a meat eater that looks disgusting, sick, and horrible too. And I can't say, oh, because of this one guy who's almost 60 years old who doesn't look that great, meat eating debunked. So let's show me some evidence. Picking on single people's appearances is not evidence. So give it up to me. All vegans end up looking bad. Yeah, all meat eaters end up looking bad too. They all end up getting old and dying too. So meat eating debunked. So come and give me some actual evidence that supports that veganism is bad. So yeah, let's not just talk about people's appearances. A person could be not that great looking and still be extremely healthy and all that stuff. So you need to show me how veganism is bad. You're not even talking about veganism. Veganism has nothing to do with looking good or anything like that. It's a stance against animal cruelty and exploitation. But you don't give a shit about this. You're just focused on looks and appearances, which is so like shallow. That's not what veganism is. But yeah, I'm saying there's good looking vegans out there. But anyway, please tell me why veganism is bad. How is being against animal cruelty and exploitation a bad thing? And I'm waiting for your evidence. And if you give me one more response that has to do with how people look and you're not pleased with that, I'm going to shut you down, because that just saying people don't look good is not proof of anything. I can point out many meat eaters who are quite horrendous looking. Thanks for the tips, Jordan. Thank you so much for having my back here. Yeah, what about no personal attacks does he not know? So if you have any actual evidence as opposed to picking on a 57-year-old man's appearances, and I'd love to see how great you're going to look at 57. I know you're not going to look half as good as I do. I'll bet you my life savings on that. Anyway, let's get back to some actual evidence. Just bring some actual facts that have nothing to do with your subjective opinion of how beautiful or whatever a person is. All right, it has nothing to do with veganism. Veganism has nothing to do with how pretty or amazing your charisma is. So, hey, Jay says you're hideous. Yeah, we have all the right to be hideous. Just because you're vegan doesn't mean you have to be like super attractive or something like that. And if you're not super attractive, it's veganism's fault that you don't look totally great or something like that. It's quite possible, Jordan, huh? Okay. I'm just saying that, you said no. I already told you why I brought up your average. No, I didn't say average meat eater. I just said your average American, which happens to be a non-vegan diet. So anyway, just come back and tell me why veganism is bad. You came here specifically to tell me why veganism is bad. All you could tell me is my physical appearances are not up to the standards that you wish. But that's nothing. Like I said, I could be hideously ugly and disgusting looking, and yet I could have extremely healthy blood labs, healthy athleticism. But then again, I said this has nothing to do with me. Say I was totally sick and ugly and disgusting and weak and everything. That's not about veganism. It just meant my life doesn't allow me to do all these things to make myself look good and beautiful because I don't care about being an influencer. Anyway, let's go to an actual piece of evidence that has nothing to do about me or any person's appearances, and give me actual evidence that veganism is bad. Until then, we're going to time you out. Bill, hey Bill, I'm gonna read Bill. Bill says I'm ugly as hell and unhealthy, but I don't harm animals. Again, that's what veganism is about. It's about being against animal cruelty and exploitation. It doesn't say anything here about you have to look in the top 1% of your age group cohort or anything like that. You have to be beautiful or anything like that. Yeah, Michael, I know. I don't know if I look like I'm in my 40s, but I think I look way better. When I'm at the gym, no one thinks I'm in my late 50s. No one. And if the worst, they think I'm in my early 50s. Often you're like in your early 40s or something like that. But anyway, this has nothing to do about me or appearances. This has to do with a bold, radical claim like this, and having no evidence other than, since you started your channel in 2013, you have aged. You have aged over a decade. Yeah. Aging happens, and aging from your mid 40s to your mid 50s. Yeah, you age you look older than you do when you go from 35 to 45. It just aging happens then. AZV. So you're saying you're proof that veganism is bad. You're saying I should play for everyone here to watch in real time some anti-vegans personal attack videos. I think I know what you're trying to say there. Yeah, their videos are just more personal attacks. They look at people's appearances. They go, look at Ryan. He paused the frame. I look like that. It looks like that because he's vegan. And let's look at his first videos from 2013 or 14. Look how much older he is now. Oh my God. Yeah, you got me. Veganism debunked. Yeah. Yep. People age, So if you have anything more than people who just spend an entire 20 minutes pausing the frame on someone and making slanderous bullshit claims, no, we're not going to do that. So if you have anything else besides watching a well-known, hateful, lying anti-vegan, if that's all you have, shall we do something, Peter or Uncle? Shall we boot this person? Because I'm over it. He's just personal attacks. Veganism is bad because of appearances, nothing to do with their blood labs, nothing to do with their health, fitness. Ignore those things. Ryan has aged 11 years over the past 11 years. He doesn't look as good as he did 11 years ago. Veganism debunked.
Tip.
Thanks for the chip, Sword. And it's a really high chance that this person is just merely trolling, because they know this is the most stupid line of evidence. Oh, a guy's age. A 57-year-old man is older now than he was in 2013. Veganism wrecks your appearances or something like that. So anyway, did you get him, Uncle? 10 seconds to start. Anyway, yeah, I'll let you handle this person who is incapable of providing any evidence, anything remotely resembling facts, evidence, God forbid, a logical argument of some kind, nothing of the sort. Okay, AZV, besides putting on some person's videos, can you give us your evidence as to why veganism is bad? Yes or no? Can you provide some kind of evidence-based information to support your claim that you came here and said that veganism is bad for you? Yes or no? If you say anything else, I'm going to time you out for the rest of the day. So all I want to see is a yes or no. Yes, I can provide some evidence-based information that doesn't involve picking on people's looks. Yes, I can, or no, I'm so shallow that all I can do is point at people's looks and say, oh, they're vegan, veganism is bad. Yes or no? Okay, yes, thank you. So now, present it. All I want to see now from you is you to present your evidence-based information that doesn't attack my or anyone's appearances to prove that veganism, which is a stance against animal cruelty and exploitation, is bad. So we'll wait for you to get your evidence and we'll be looking for you, okay? So we're gonna move on to other people because I know this will probably take you a little while. Oh, now I'm hopeless. I see that now. Now I'm hopeless. I'm hopeless because I'm asking for evidence-based information rather than like subjective interpretations of how beautiful a person is or something like that. Yeah. Jordan, you got to go. Thanks for the super chat tips, Jordan, and thank you for having my back. More importantly, calling this. You're like what, 16 years old, and you know way more about like how to think logically and critically than someone who I assume is quite a bit older than you. But always good to see you here, Jordan. Thank you. Thank you for coming by. Okay, so here is the evidence that we've been waiting all night for. Humans are supposed to eat raw meat, raw organs. Plants are toxic, and all you eat is plants. Okay, toxic means plants are poisonous. So meaning I'm eating poison, and I've been eating nothing for poison for 14 years. How much longer do I have to wait for horrible things to start happening? Like when I go to see my doctor every year and a half or two, we do blood work, they've checked me out, whatever, a checkup. They say what you're doing is amazing. You're fit. Your blood labs are good, great. So how much longer do I gotta wait? I've been vegan since 2010. I remember when I started the channel in 2013. The anti-vegans, just wait till you're vegan a few more years. Wait till you're vegan for 5 years, and all these horrible things would happen. Nope. Wait till you're vegan 7 years. All these horrible. Nope. 10 years. I'm like 14 years now. Probably, yeah, right now. Probably exactly 14 years, almost to the date. So, when? Like, what's supposed to happen? And what evidence do you have? What do you mean? I'm a hopeless cause? Well, you are a hopeless cause. You're hopeless because you've been vegan for how many decades? 14 years. So you need to tell me, if it's so bad, what things are... okay, here's your claim. I've been eating poison for 14 years. Nothing but poison. Well, if I had indeed been eating poison for 14 years, I think the doctors would have noticed something wrong with me. And I've been to doctors many times. Not because I'm hurt, because I enjoy going to the doctors and getting my blood labs done. But you should watch my blood labs playlist. Have you seen that? Listen here, man, you actually want to ruin everyone's genetics with this effing diet. I'm sorry, eating plants doesn't change your genetics. Are we done with this person, guys? What do you think? Should we just put him away? He's offered no evidence, just an assertion like human beings were designed to eat raw meat and organ meat. You're damaging your genetics. It's like, it's just... Only 14 years, ha ha ha. Okay, what should we do? I'll see your guys' suggestions here. I've seen nothing other than this personal attacks and just these assertions that have no evidence to support them, just beliefs, just propaganda, basically. We are an evidence-based channel, by the way. Maybe you can go to another vegan live stream and get away with non-evidence-based information, but that's how we roll here. All right, cool. You should time him out for 24 hours if you haven't already, Uncle. That way he can't come back tonight. So I think he's had enough time to try to make his point. And as we saw, this is like a universal thing. Have we noticed, guys? Let's take stock here that these anti-vegan knuckleheads are incapable of doing any of the following: providing any actual evidence to support their claims. Like even a claim like veganism is bad or whatever, they can't provide any evidence other than picking on appearances, ad hominem type attacks, wanting to have us watch an anti-vegans ad hominem video, and they're incapable of producing just a basic argument of any kind. Their brains aren't working correctly. They don't know how to present evidence-based information. And I'm not surprised. I don't think they would know evidence-based information if it bit their ass, because I'm pretty sure that's not how they operate in life. Evidence-based information, logical arguments are not part of their thinking processes to determine how the world works. They just have their biases, their beliefs, and just find things that support their biases. Oh, this Paul Saladino guy is saying all this nonsense. I can't prove it, but it sounds good. I believe it, so it must be true. So anyway, Seth, why would they even be watching this? Well, often when I get a stupid comment throughout the week, I'll tell them, hey, I don't have time to type here for 20 minutes telling you how you're wrong. So please come to the Friday live stream and state your case. And as long as you be civil and play by the rules, meaning present evidence-based information rather than just bull crap like this, state your case, and we will see how well you're doing as far as evidence and logic go. And like I said, it's always a fail. Isn't this crazy, guys? It's always a fail. So anyway, we are, but again, I do tell some people sometimes in the comments to come here. So that's probably where they come from. He said, you told me to come here or something like that. So I assume he was one of the people in the comments that said something mean, hateful, or stupid to me. And I used that as an opportunity to expose him to the whole world. And I didn't have to type much. Oh, Sarah, sorry to see that our bot got you there. My bad. I feel bad. Let's see, AJ, you mod a channel where trolls are dispatched first time out from other channel owner rules. It's glorious. Oh, okay, so yes, I guess I kind of like the trolls a little bit, as long as we get them once in a while and we could try to see if they can think at all, and if not, expose them for their lack of ability to think. And for us, it shows why people are anti-vegan like that. They have an absolute inability to think clearly. Blood Rose, no, the cruel comments of that person didn't cause her. It just made me laugh. Like, that's your evidence? You're going to say veganism is bad. The entirety of veganism is bad. All the millions of people are vegan. All the scientific information support is bad because of dude, I saw your channel for many years and you changed really bad. That's the proof that I aged 11 years over 11 years. That I didn't die or something. I should have died, and got frozen in time. But no. Anyway. Yeah, I like to funk with the trolls. I toy with them for sure. I really want to see if a troll can actually just prove me wrong. Produce actual evidence-based information to support their claims and or some kind of logical argument. And we're really never seeing that. Yeah, Allison. Yeah, this is a good library of the evidence of mentality, psychology of anti-vegans and non-vegans. Exactly. Heidi, look forward to hear more from RFK Jr. on health and diet. Why? Is he advocating plant-based or vegan dieting or eating, or I thought he's a proponent for organic and stuff like that. That's cool, but you know, someone could be a proponent for organic vegetables and organic meats and something like that. Not totally into that. Is he doing any kind of vegan support or plant-based diet support? Just curious. I don't follow him, but let me know if he's doing something like that. I'd like to know that. Jamie Pitcher Vegan. Yeah, just hang out here. Hang out on my channel, like Lifting Vegan Logic, and anything you're not sure, just like Google it. But like begging the question or a leading question, something like this. It's like a begged question could be, why do you beat your wife? See, it's that question assumes or presupposes that you're beating your wife, something like that. Maybe that's not the best example, but it's called a loaded question. It's more than a question. It's a question that assumes some major stuff already. Yeah, from what I could tell, RFK's in great shape for a 70-year-old man. Just a couple of weeks ago, I was visiting my mom, a guy in her neighborhood. He was like 71. I thought, man, this guy's in fucking great shape. If I look like this at 71, I'll be really happy. You know, his mind is sharp. He looked, like just hanging out with me or something like that. As far as his body and stuff, he's walking fine, no weird anything. He looked great. So yeah. But I thought he did have brain worms, right? And didn't he like kill all these animals or something like that and leave them in the park or something? I don't know. Anyway. Okay, so you're not hearing anything from RFK Jr. about veganism or plant-based. But yeah, it's really easy to call it the standard American diet. You're not going to see too many people standing on a soapbox saying, yeah, the standard American diet is awesome. Look how great it is. Look how people are reacting or what they're getting from it. It's not good stuff they're getting. But yeah, okay, so I didn't think he was advocating for veganism. That would have been a shock. That would have been a good shock. Yeah, but as AJ points out, he does have a good physique, but don't be tricked by the good physique. Just because someone has a good physique doesn't mean that they're right or something like that. It just means they have a good physique. You could have a good physique and be super dumb, super smart, super aligned with truth, super not, like, so many anti-vegan body influencers are, carnivore influencers. So, what I'm saying, that your physique has really nothing to do with the truth of your statements. A lot of times I've noticed lately, if someone has a good physique, it's because they're trying to use that as part of their online thing, their persona. Like, look at me, I have a great physique. I'm an influencer. Follow me. I know what's going on. Because a lot of times the physique is not for them per se. It's for their for to attract followers. Stuff like that. But anyway, Hey Trini, you were here earlier and got busy? Alright, cool. Well, hopefully we're all good now. Wow, Graven. Why would someone, before hurricanes rolling in, tie a dog to a fence? Like, wow. People never cease to amaze me. Not in a good way, Hey Patrick. Doing all right. Thank you. Thank you. I feel a little bit better now, guys. I want to just let you know that I was pretty not feeling that great when I started the live stream, as you guys know, and feel a little bit better. Just hanging out with you guys. Maybe the troll gave me a little shot of adrenaline too or something. So thank you, troll person. What's your name again? ZXV. I think there was an A at the beginning that I didn't copy and paste. But anyway. Even trolls can have some positive effects. I'm trying to be optimistic here. Trini Vegan, thanks. My mom, her health is better. Yeah, she cracked some ribs, multiple ribs, about 3 or 4 weeks ago. Been home for several weeks now. Still in pain. Still take some pain medication. So I guess it takes a while. Anyone know how long it takes for like a 87-year-old's cracked ribs to heal? Like, when is she going to feel more normal? Because she's still feeling pain. But yeah, but she's going through a lot emotionally right now, which is making some, I guess, affecting me too. So anyway, thanks for asking though. But yeah, her health is better as far as the cracked ribs. Her mental health though is probably taking a decline, and that might affect physical health. I don't know. But anyone have any ideas about how long it takes for cracked ribs to heal? Even if you don't know how long it takes for an 87-year-old, does anyone just like any age, and I'll just add a little bit to it because she's older. Oh, thanks, Graven. Yeah, she's suffering, and therefore I'm suffering. Your dad cracked a rack last year? What does a rack mean, Sarah? Does that mean like a whole rack of ribs? So yeah, I know your dad's like, yeah, he's older like my mom. So yeah, how long? Like what does it? How long does this take? For how long? When will she be like better? Yeah, and you know what it's like. Yeah, it's a very painful injury. Thanks, AJ. I hope so too. I hope she feels better physically and mentally. But yeah, our family's kind of going through a lot right now. But yeah, I told me and Angie are good. It's not that part of the family. Me and Angie are awesome. We're totally cool with each other, and it's other stuff. Okay, Michael, you looked it up. I guess I should have looked online. It says within 3 months. Okay, so Sarah's dad, he broke a bunch of ribs. He was out of it for 6 weeks at least. Okay, so my mom's probably been back from the hospital now for like maybe 2 or 3 weeks, I think. So, oh man, got a ways to go. Wow. Anyway. All right, well, thanks for checking in. Metalhead says, I also know someone who is 89 and does apartment maintenance regularly, in addition to someone who's over 90 and can walk for miles without assistance. That's what I want to go for. That's my goal. So hopefully me and Angie can stay healthy and fit and keep our exercises and everything up and our health. Let's see. Yeah, I'm sure my mom, she wants the rib pain to go away. It's just every day, like, God, it sucks. She feels the pain. Anyway, hopefully she doesn't get addicted to her pain meds. I told her to only do what they're prescribing. You don't take more. Because apparently Tylenol is not enough for her. Oh, my poor mom. She's been through a lot this year. It's been rough. Her falling and COVID and now some family issues. It's just too much. Anyway, let's not go there. I don't want. Angie said, "Don't talk about personal stuff too much." She's absolutely right. So let's keep it away. Let's move away from that. Anyway, thanks for asking, guys. I appreciate that you guys have, asked about her. Yeah, Sarah, how'd your dad crack his ribs? I told you my mom was reached into her closet to get something, and for some dumb reason, she had her dog on a leash indoors. She's never doing that again, and she tripped over that and hit a chest of drawers or something. I don't know, Graven. I'm not sure how that works out, to be honest with you, about the pain meds for her. Allison, thank you. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do for myself too. Just take care of my mental health too. I've been just thinking so many things, guys. If any of you guys have a chance yet to watch the new Inside Out 2 on Disney Plus, because I've been personified. I related to that movie so much because when the girl who's in the protagonist of the story, she got older, she's adolescent now, and new emotions appeared in her mind or brain or whatever. And the new one that took over and hijacked her emotion, all the other emotions away, they all got kicked out, was anxiety. And anxiety, as they showed portrayed in the movie, is so right. Anxiety is not just anxiety. What anxiety actually is your brain calculating so many possibilities and thinking of every last possible thing. Sometimes you go into these deep, deep, dark places when you follow all the thought processes down to their conclusions of which ways things can go. It can be really nerve-wracking and crazy. And I have to have to just not let that happen, be in control of my thoughts. I liked how in the movie how all the emotions got unified again at the end. But yeah, when anxiety was running amok, controlling the poor girl's brain in the movie, it wasn't good. So anyway, yeah, that's what I got to get over. I just trying my best. I've spent a lot of time in my life trying to be more than an average person, be in control of my thoughts, my emotions, but I'm not perfect. That's Buddhism is part of that. But even with all that background, it can be really tough when things are really kind of trippy. Anyway. Yeah, you watch it, Trini. Yeah, she's dealing with anxiety. That's been me for a couple weeks now. Johnny, any trolls in the last stream? Good to see you, Johnny. I thought I saw you earlier. I didn't say anything. No, I'm pretty sure last week was troll free. Yeah, AJ, I've been smoking a little weed at night. Maybe I need to smoke some in the morning too, but I'm smoking a little at night. It helps a little bit, but it's not like the perfect drug or anything like that. I think it does a little something though. Maybe I need something more, like a cannabis gummy or something like that. I don't know. I really don't think there's much I can do. I just have to just deal with the shit. But yeah, I don't want to get hooked on anything. I could have some wine or something like that. Like, no, I want to have wine when life is good or something. Well, no, I think if I have shrooms right now, it actually could backfire. I could probably have a really bad trip with all the anxiety that I've had. So yeah. But on the flip side, it could help me see things and have a better, more positive perspective. I know it does have that effect too. The thing is, you're really rolling the dice there. You don't know which way you're going to go. You're going to either have a positive experience or a very harrowing one because of the whole setting of where I find myself right now. Yeah, Timothy, that's it. Anxiety is a natural response to mental and emotional stress. And sometimes it's hard to turn those sources off, So yeah, CBD. Yeah, I guess I could try that. I could go to the weed shop and try to find a high CBD strain. Give it a shot. Just buy a small amount, see if it does something. Yeah, that's the thing, Sarah. Yeah, cannabis can make your thoughts race more. It depends on your setting, how your history of it with it is. Some people, their thoughts race more. Others can calm down. But CBD doesn't really do that. It's almost effectless, in a certain sense. As far as that stuff goes, So yeah, it seems like it could be an interesting. I'll try it. I'll try anything at this point. That's a good idea. I'll see if they have any high CBD strains and see if that does something worthwhile. And if not, I just got a little bit of CBD to smoke, I guess. Engraving, yeah, I can only imagine with a category 3 or 2 hurricane passing over your house and all the rain and wind and flooding and everything and potential tornadoes. I could see that as a ton of anxiety. And then after it's over, there's still a lot of things that need to be dealt with. Like St. Pete's Runner, who was on earlier, still doesn't have electricity. Says we won't have any for another maybe half a week. Wow, Varlish, you've been taking Valium for about a decade. Wow. And AJ says to Sarah, that's why you don't partake, afraid of that happening. Well, if you ever do partake, AJ, I said you should do it in a safe space, not like at a concert or something like that. Somewhere maybe, your home or friend's house, somewhere where you feel safe and comfortable and have control over things. Like, you don't want some weirdo to walk in and make you all sketched out or something like that. You want to have a safe, calm place where, you're in control. Bad things aren't going to happen. Yeah, Purple Kush. Maybe that would do good. That's kind of old school. It's hard to find that. Oh, Angie, yeah, we're trying to help each other. Thank God we have each other. Seriously, we're lucky we have each other. Nikki, you think you're the only person born and raised in Oregon that's never tried weed or anything harder? Well, good for you. Yeah. Yeah, and with a election coming up too, damn, just a lot of stress, just adding on. Cool, AJ, I'm glad you like my little tips there. Wow, Varlish, you've been on a fentanyl prescription for spinal injury since 2008. Wow. Wow, Sarah, you got to tell me about this gummy you got, because I've not been sleeping all that great too. You tried a new gummy the other night, slept 8.5 hours straight. What kind of gummy? Like some kind of cannabis gummy? Let me know. Is that what you're taking, and how does that affect sleep? Does it make you feel high? Is it CBD? Let me know what kind of gummy you're talking about there. It sounds like that might be something worthwhile, to check out. And Milo just subscribed. Hey, where are you at, Milo? I thought you've been subscribed this whole time. Maybe I was wrong, but thanks for resubscribing. Yeah, Jonesik, you wish you could try Purple Kush? Yeah, you'll have to look around. I remember that was around before we started our channel, like a long time ago, late 2000s. I remember seeing that, early 2010s. Let's see. So Sarah is telling me about her gummies. Camino Kiva gummies, THC. So they have THC, CBD, and CBN. Interesting. And do they make you feel high, or is it? I just want something to reduce anxiety and kind of sleep well. And I know you don't like THC much, right, Sarah? So how is that part? Because I just want it to bring me down. So if the CBD, CBN is going to do it, I'm willing to go look for that. And thank you, Johnny, for the super chat tip there. You had an anxiety attack not too long ago, and thinking you were still in a training exercise that simulated real life combat. Wow, I can't even imagine what that would be like. Wow, some kind of like sort of like a PTSD situation. It sounds like that's what I'm getting from that. I feel sorry for you there, Johnny. So Sarah, tell me about these gummies. What do they make you feel like? I'm really curious. God, there's a dispensary like not too far. I can walk there after here. I think they're open till like 10. Yeah, I don't want to get all high too. So you don't like being high, so I take them right before bed before I can feel high, and you don't over medicate. Interesting. So you say, yeah, they do cause some highness, but you try to just fall asleep. I see what you're saying. I'll see what they're going on there. So you're saying what you recommend there has a combo of CBD, THC, and CBN. Is that what you're saying is working well for you, as opposed to like just a THC gummy? Make sure I got that right. I just don't want to go there and get any old gummy and have it beat me all whack or anything. I just want something that's going to be calming. So it sounds like it would be great. Allison, CBN is like sleepy CBD. Cool. That sounds great. That's cool, Jessica. You got some things to take your mind off stresses right now. I wish I had more of that. Yeah, for me, just going to the gym. I went today and Wednesday. Wednesday, I was really stressed out, and fortunately, I played a game of basketball. And when you're playing basketball, you can't ruminate on all the weird anxiety-causing crap. It's just like you're in the moment, you're focused. And I played for like 45 odd minutes. It was great, not thinking about my crap for that amount of time, and I felt better after coming home too. And I think chatting with you guys, even though we're like meta, or I'm talking about my stuff on a meta level, but still I'm not in it. I'm talking about it on a meta level, so it's helping. Let's see. So what's Sarah saying here? Yes, they are different levels of the elements. Just tell the worker what you're wanting it for sleep, and they should help you guide you. Okay, cool. I'll look on their website too. You can go to a site called Weed Maps, not sponsored or anything like that, and see what they have in stock before you go. Okay, John's like, you can turn your weed into CBN if you just leave it open. It oxidizes THC into CBN. Interesting. Huh. I'll check that out. Yeah, Nikki, for me, basketball was kind of a non-traditional meditation. It puts you in the present moment. Now, it's not a feature of basketball. A lot of sports do that. When you're performing, like before I played the games, like for an hour, I was working out on the court and I'm shooting and stuff, and I could still think about all my crap. But once I was playing a game, I truly had to be in the moment to like perform well and try to win and stuff like that. So that can help out. That's why exercise, I think, has not only a great physical effect on the body, but it has a great psychological, mental effect on our minds too. Yeah, gyms can be really expensive, Arlies. Unfortunately, I'm like grandfathered in from an old price. My first gym membership I got in 1999 or 2000 or something like that. So they just kind of grandfathered me at that price. The trade-off is it's a chain, but I only could go to the one. I had to pick one. I think if I move, I can go to a different one, but I only could go into one of their places. So that's all I see is this one gym. Okay, Johnny, that happened it happened when you were sleeping. I see. Okay. You had a vivid dream. That's what they're called. Vivid dreams, where it's very lifelike, very real, indistinguishable from reality, and you're aware. You're in it. You're not just like, oh, I'm just tripping on this. You're in the dream, experiencing it. So that must be pretty scary if you're dreaming of a combat situation and it seems for all practical purposes, this is really happening. Wow. That must produce a lot of anxiety. And thank goodness that hasn't happened since to you. Wow. Okay, Sarah, I'll look up that brand. Let me copy it again. Wild and Camino. I'm going to copy that right now. Put it into a browser tab so I don't forget it. See if I can find any around here. I think you can do that on Weed Maps, by the way. You can just type in a brand and see if there's anything around you. Pretty cool website if you're looking for stuff like that. I thought I'd never talk about Weed Maps on this live stream. It's not like I go there all the time, just once in a blue moon. AJ, what's for dinner? I'm not sure. We made Angie made us a lentil soup last night. There's some leftovers, but not enough for 2 people. I had a big banana smoothie when I got back from the gym. Then I made us some pasta for lunch. It was a big pasta too. I imagine with all the stress of late for me, I've not been eating as much, it seems. Like my appetite is just like maybe 75% of what it normally is. So there's a chance after this live stream, I just might have some like cereal or something like that instead of going and making some like Tuscan kale pilaf, which is super hearty and filling. My stomach's not been feeling all that wonderful. Not to say it feels horrible, but anyway. Yeah, Sarah, I understand. Yeah, you're saying I'm no stoner, but your sleep has getting a little spotty in the last year. Yeah, age 52. That's how I feel too. That's one of the things I notice as I'm getting older too, is that sleep can be a little more challenging. One thing I'm noticing happens more often is that maybe just say for instance you go to bed at 11, just for instance 11 p.m. and I might wake up like at 5 or something like that, and I might feel quite awake, but I know I'm not awake yet. I mean, I just need to lay around. Could be 30, sometimes maybe 60 minutes, but then go back to sleep and then wake up like at 8 or 9 or something like that. So it's kind of weird like that. You just might have this patch in between where you're not fully asleep. I don't know what's up with that. I just think it's part of getting old, and that's probably the crappiest part I've noticed about aging is that part. And someone's gonna say, "Oh, Ryan's sleep is worse now at 57. Veganism debunked." No, this is normal. It just happens to people. I don't think anything you're eating is gonna change that. At least not to a significant amount. Just Oh, we have a new person here, James Ever. If I didn't see your comment earlier, welcome. Let us know if you have any question or anything. Oh, Varush Gaming is here. We have someone that wants to challenge veganism. Veganism is a mental illness. Well, that's a pretty bold claim. So now, Varush Gaming, I'm going to put your words up here for everyone to see and tell me yes or no. Can you support this with any kind of evidence-based information or a logical argument? Yes, I can support this with evidence-based information, not personal attacks or anything like that, but any kind of evidence-based information. Or no, it's just my opinion, and there's nothing I can produce to you that's like actual proper information, like a logical. Oops, hang on one second. So let me get your words up here. Oops.
I'm going to leave your words on this board for all my classes to enjoy.
So let's see how veganism is a mental illness. So anyway, I actually might allow you to use personal attacks on this one if you have no other option, Bruce, because we can look at, if you said veganism is a mental illness, well, first of all, veganism is not. It's a stance against animal cruelty and exploitation. It has, it's nothing to do with your mind or anything like that, but you're saying people who follow veganism necessarily suffer from a mental illness. So that's a really bold claim. So why don't you give us your evidence how me, since I'm vegan, I've been vegan for 14 years. Most of the other vegan influencers you might see probably haven't been vegan nearly as long. So let's just pick on me. I'm old and been vegan a hell long time. Please produce evidence that Ryan of Happy Healthy Vegan suffers from a obvious and diagnosable form of mental illness that is, and it's caused by him being vegan. Not like he had mental illness before, like, like I was fine when I was a meat eater and younger, and then I got older and went vegan. So anyway, let's see what you have to support that. I would love to see what you can pull out of your butt here. Yeah, and we need to define mental illness. I just want to see where he's going to start. Then we could start defining things if we need to, VLAN. But I want to see where this see if this person even can respond in any meaningful way. Or is it just like a troll comment, like a bot, veganism is mental illness, out of here, let's see where this goes, if anywhere. Yeah, the guy's a psychiatrist, Johnny. Oh, you're the same person? You're the AZYX we had earlier? No. See, you have the inability, like I exposed you. You have a complete lack of any ability to support your claims. You say these things, yet you have no evidence for them. So this time I'll let you attack me. Last time I said, no, you're not going to attack me. Let's just go for it. Show me how I have mental illness. Be specific. What about my behavior is indicative of mental illness? And then we can define what mental illness is if we need to. So do you have any specific thing I do that is indicative that I suffer from mental illness? And furthermore, if you can prove that, you have to prove that it was caused by eating plants. All right, so let's see what you got. Let's see what you got here, Bruce. So let's see, I told you what you need to do. If you're just going to gaslight and troll and laugh, we're going to ban your ass this time. All right, so I'm being really cool, being very patient, and I'm asking you, this is how we operate here. You just can't say something and not support. I mean, you can, but that's not going to go anywhere on this channel. If you're going to make a bold claim like that, let's see your proof. No, I asked you the question first. Do I eat ketchup? No, just no. You're flinging poop on the wall. I asked you a question, and the way to respond to that is not by asking some other weird ass question. I asked you, please present your evidence that I have an obvious form of mental illness, and then we can try to establish if veganism caused that or eating plants. So let's go for it. Don't respond to my question with another question. Super simple. Present your evidence. Why is that so hard? You couldn't do it last time and you can't do it this time. Yeah, does he even eat plants? He just eats meat or something like that? Maybe that's why his brain's not working all that well. Hey, Vegan Brian Animal Activist, we're dealing with this person right now. He's saying veganism is a mental illness. I said, all right, I'll be game. I'll let you, let's look at me. And then we could see if this is something that everyone has. Because, I'm just curious about what mental illness I might have. I mean, I might have some melancholy right now, but that has nothing to do with being vegan. It's just part of life, Oh no, I hear like an opossum in the wall or something like that. Ooh. Anyway, well, as we're waiting here for Vrush to come up with some beautiful and amazing gaslighting, let's see what else you guys are talking. But do you even eat ketchup, bro? That's how to respond to my question. Like, show me your evidence that veganism is mental illness. Do you eat ketchup? I mean, come on. It's a mental illness because you consume fake meat instead of real meat. Okay, please explain to me, well, how much fake meat do you have to consume? Do you have to consume it like frequently for this mental illness to develop, or you just consume it one time and you have mental illness? And what is the causal connection? Does something about eating fake meat causes mental, what'd you say here? A mental illness? Please explain to me how if I go and eat a Beyond Burger right now, that will cause me to become mentally ill. I can't wait to hear the story behind this. Give us your evidence that going and getting some fake meat causes mental illness. Are you guys excited to hear the answer to this? I kind of am. He's throwing ketchup on the wall, huh? Yeah, it's throwing poop on the wall, like JD Vance saying not having kids is a mental illness. Like, let's see the proof. Yeah, bananas make you go bananas. That's true. So let's see how if I go eat fake meat. What if I do? And the question for Vrush is, say we really don't eat fake meat. I'm really not a fan of Beyond Burgers, Impossible Burgers. I don't eat much fake meat. So we're just eating plants, non-fake meat plants, cause mental illness too. I interrupted you. No, I asked you a question. I said, present me evidence that eating plants causes mental illness. And you don't get to have the luxury of questioning me. You came to my live channel here, and I'm asking you. You made this claim. Don't respond with, but ketchup though, bro. No. How does eating a plant, or in your case, you're saying it's not plants. Plants are totally fine. It's Beyond Burgers, fake meat that causes mental illness. Which is it? First you said veganism. Now you're saying fake meat. Veganism, my friend Vrush, is not fucking fake meat. It's a stance against animal cruelty. So which of the two causes mental illness, or which of the three? Is it being vegan? Is it eating plants? Or is it specifically eating Beyond Burgers and stuff? Which is it? You're all over the place. That's why I'm not going to allow you to introduce more irrelevant bullcrap, because you can't even stay focused to your original claim here. You're just throwing poop on the wall. No, I don't allow this. I've been doing this for way too long. I know what kind of tactics you guys do. You try to distract, deflect, rather than answer the effing question. So please, one more time, if we can't do this, you're going to get blocked again. How does either believing in animal cruelty being wrong, or eating plants, or eating Beyond Burger, which of the three is it, and how does it cause mental illness? That's all we want to know. If you can't do that, we're going to move on and deal with kinder people who can reason properly. Yeah, Vrush, I don't eat only whole foods, but I eat primarily whole foods. You can go check my refrigerator. You're not going to find any fake burgers, fake meats in there. I eat them on occasion, but it doesn't mean I eat them all the time. I eat primarily whole foods. But yeah, I'm not a whole food snob. I never said you have to eat only whole foods, and if you ever have some kind of processed vegan thing, you are bad or sick or you have mental illness. But ketchup though. Anyway, okay, are we done with this guy? It is mentally ill to not want to hunt animals. Is this a troll? Like, what do we do? How do you even respond to that person? Yeah, thank you. Uncle, I give you the word to do anything you please. It's mental illness. I asked for evidence. That's not evidence. Again, where is the proof that not wanting to kill animals is mental illness? I'm going to flip that around, even though I'm sure Vrush has been blocked or banned by now. I would turn around and say, if you really think going out and seeing an innocent animal and you think, oh, I'm going to kill it, you think that is a sign of a healthy mind? That's a crazy ass mind. I don't want to be around people who think, oh, I'm going to go up to an innocent deer and shoot it. That is not mentally healthy. That is effed up. That is toxic. That is murderous. It's much more healthy to see a baby deer and go, oh, and pet it if you can. If it's not dangerous for you or the animal. Say, oh, what a beautiful, or just admire from a distance. What a beautiful animal, a majestic beast in the wild. That is healthy. That is mentally healthy. You know, think about it. If I was there with my kids and I went up and shot it for no reason, they would freak out. They would cry and everything. The vacation would be ruined if we're on a road trip or something like that. But if we stopped, pulled the car over and said, look at that beautiful, majestic deer or elk or something like that, and just watched it in its natural habitat, saw what it did, and went on our way, that is mentally healthy. But say, no, after we just observed that beauty of nature, let's shoot the shit out of it and kill it. That is mentally ill. So no, your assertion is wrong. It is mentally ill to needlessly kill animals. That is not a sign of a healthy person. So anyway, that was fun. He came back under another account. You're right, V. If anything, we're weird for not wanting to conform to the norms of the masses. That doesn't make we're mentally ill. It just means we just, are okay with not being the norm. Yeah, we shouldn't have kicked him off, Graven. Like, I didn't even have time to ask him, what the hell's wrong with ketchup? You know, I mean, tomatoes and like sugar or something like that, right? I mean, I don't even think you even have to have sugar. Like, what's wrong with mustard? Is that okay? Which condiments are going to kill us, or which condiments make us mentally ill? There is so much to unpack there, but unfortunately, he just had so much bullshit and was able to defend anything. I'm sure if we pressed him on the ketchup or mustard, he just would have turned to something else. I don't know what, you know, he just would have made up some other crap. So basically a conversation with someone who's unable to reason and follow a line of reasoning, instead just deflect and throw poop on the wall over and over again. Well, what about this? Whataboutism is what that's called. It's impossible to have what's that word? Just a conversation that results in anything, you know, productive. No shortage of hot sauce in your house, Sarah. You know what that means? Mental illness. That's what I see when I see a bunch of sauces and stuff in a house. I just think that person is gone. Their mind is gone, you know, especially if I see ketchup. I know that's the red flag that they are mentally ill. I'm just joking. I'm just repeating what Vrush was saying there. It shows you how wacky and zany. Vrush, I don't think you realize when you come here and represent meat eaters, you're representing meat eaters. And I don't really, truly think you appreciate how poorly you're making us think meat eaters really are. Like, you guys just can't think. You know, you have a complete inability to think clearly. So anyway. If you're mental, you know, clap your hands. Anyway, yeah, Jamie, you just had ketchup on your bean burger. Yeah, you're gonna be that. Yeah, I'm sure Vroom would say, "Oh man, you if not already, you will undoubtedly, like, really soon become mentally insane." That's like a recipe for it. Yeah. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Samuel. Just because we can shoot an animal or kill an animal doesn't mean we should. Bill, yeah, you must be crazy too with all those sauces. You and Sarah, lost causes, according to Vroom. Was that his name? Vrush. Yeah, ketchup was the first thing he asked Sarah. He asked, well, asked him, like, prove to me that eating burgers, plant-based burgers, makes you insane. And he threw out ketchup there. And thanks for the tip, Hardly Tin Man Adonis. Thanks for that. Much appreciated, guys. Thank you so much, guys. Bubby's spicy pickles. I think I remember seeing Bubby's in the supermarkets before. That's cool. I'd like some pickles. Allison said a non-vegan said something stupid once. Just once? So that means all non-vegans must be stupid. Exactly. That's how these people think. Exactly, Allison. That's the level of critical thinking skills that we're dealing with here. Jessica, I told someone, I think her name is Heidi, last couple live streams, yeah, unless it's part of the flow of their conversation, I would appreciate, yeah, I'm not scolding you, I'm just telling you our policy here regarding this very divided election. Yeah, let's please not just blurt out, you know, unless it's part of the flow of the conversation. It's not blurt out, hey, vote MAGA, Trump, Elon, whatever. Just not do that, please. It's just going to get more people pissed off. You guys know where I stand on that, and that's cool, you know, so let's just move on. Padres are down. It's the World Series now, right? Like, what game are they in? Or is it not the World Series? No, it's the conference finals, right? Let me know what's going on in baseball. I really don't know. I just know it's that time of year. And apparently the Padres, the San Diego Padres. I know it's I've seen Padres Stadium. I recently, like maybe 5 years ago, stayed in a hotel like overlooking the Petco Arena. Is that what it's called? At least that's what it was then. The Padres Stadium. Let's see. Robert Vallejo, new to the channel. Awesome. Thanks for finding us here, Robert. Just wondering how long I've been vegan. I've been vegan since October, this month, October of 2010. So almost to the date, you know, it's probably in another week or so, the exact date. I didn't write it down, but yeah, for all practical purposes now, 14 years vegan. I'm 57 years old. And those are my numbers there in case you're interested. But hello, Robert. Thanks for joining us. And hopefully, the Dodgers. Yeah, I knew the Dodgers were. They're beating the Padres tonight, right? But aren't they down in the series? Let me know what's up with the Dodgers. I thought they were in trouble. Are they facing elimination or something like that? Fu Manchu came on a little earlier, Graven. He did check in. He said hello. I thought he might come, but maybe he's tired or something like that. Yeah, he's probably asleep, Sarah, huh? So it's the last game of the series. So this is like a game 7, like, basketball, and they go to the game 7s in the playoffs. Is that where we're at right now? The Dodgers and Padres are in a game 7 right now? Wow, yeah, Fu's in Florida, but he's in the South, like in the Keys in the South. So the hurricane, I'm sure it made shitty weather for him, but it wasn't like in the path of the hurricane or anything like that. Okay, if the Dodgers win tonight, yeah, it's an elimination game. So if the Dodgers win tonight, then do they go to the World Series, or is there another round? Like, is the next round like the conference finals, or however they do it in baseball? Okay, it's a game 5. Okay, so this is still an elimination game, game 5. Cool. Well, I should go cheer the Dodgers. You guys know I'm a huge Shohei Ohtani fan. I don't watch the Dodgers much, but I love what the guy's accomplished, all the records he's breaking, and just a athletic specimen. Have you seen that guy? He's like my height, but just has this just amazing physique, strong as F. He's just this cool, like, athlete, kicking ass, breaking records, pitching home runs. I think he's amazing. I have like 2 shirts of his because I went to on 2 consecutive years. His last 2 years as an Angel, I went on Ohtani night where they give out these free T-shirts. So I gotta stay on top of it with the Dodgers. I'm gonna go if they have an Ohtani night, get a Dodger Ohtani shirt. Okay, so there's still another round. Okay. And I've never seen him on an amazing night. I've seen him hit some, get to base a few times. I've never seen him hit a home run. I don't even think I saw him hit an RBI. Just saw him. He's Ohtani, but I'd like to catch him on I saw that amazing game he had a couple weeks ago. It's like, he broke records. He single-handedly won a game basically batting. But anyway. As a Giants fan, you must say beat San Francisco Giants. Well, I'm cheering for Ohtani because I think he's like the coolest baseball athlete of our modern era. Anyway, let's move on there. Yeah, sports can get kind of like politics too, a little bit. Not as bad. It's all good fun with sports, I think. Unless we're talking about a Lakers-Celtics thing. Then it's real. Okay, Jessica, I wasn't scolding you or anything. I just want to be consistent because I told Holly the same thing last week. Just things that are all, out of the blue, not part of the flow of the conversation. Yeah, the Dodgers are a baseball grave, and the Los Angeles Dodgers. What does MMA do too, Johnny? The only sport you watch. It does what? What was I saying before that? I can't remember the flow of my thoughts there. Let's see. AJ, I'm pretty sure Fu Manchu's house is okay because I thought he lived in the Keys, right? Which is way south. Like, I don't know how many miles, like 100 plus miles, I'm sure, from the hurricane. Maybe more than that, I thought, yeah, he should be cool. He just probably got a lot of rain. Not like what you guys got, Graven babies, or Graven now, but yeah, I'm sure Fu's fine. How can one watch the Dodgers game? And what inning are they in? Maybe I'll watch some after the live stream. So let me know what inning the Dodgers Padres game is, and how do you watch it? what channel? Like, what streaming platform? Is it Prime? Is it on ABC or NBC? Just let me know what the deal is. Because does Apple TV Plus have it? Because I know they were streaming a lot of baseball this year too. I didn't watch any. I should have, but when Ohtani was on, 8th inning, Fox Sports 1. Oh, I don't have that. I don't think. I'll take a look. I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be able to watch that. So 8th inning, it'll be over by the time I'm out of here, unless something crazy happens. But you said the Dodgers are up, right? They're winning, so cool. Hopefully Ohtani will knock in a grand slam or something and just shut it down, like game's over. Two zero. What's 2? Two outs, and you're watching the game on mute. Yeah, baseball is the kind of game you can watch on mute. I remember my dad used to do that a lot. It's really chill. You can actually like doze off and take a nice little nap on baseball if you're tired. Yeah, I didn't say it was boring. It's just a lower pace game in the sense like basketball. There's always action. You're running down the court either side. You're playing hard defense. You're playing hard offense. They have timeouts and stuff. But at baseball, yeah, it's like it's really chilled, and all of a sudden all hell breaks loose. Just all action happens in a blink of an eye almost. But yeah, it's just the nature of how different sports work. Different sports have a different kind of cadence, or what I'm trying to say. Yeah, there's always something happening. You can try to steal bases. Pitchers looking to see who's stealing bases. There's always something going on in baseball for sure. And Ohtani is an awesome base stealer too. So I love about the guy. He just like does everything. Yeah, basketball, high-scoring game. You can easily score 100 points in a basketball game, and it would be a hellish blowout if there's ever a 100-point baseball game. Yeah, Johnny, I think a lot of us, myself included, are kind of biased towards, as far as watching sports on TV or on your phone or whatever, towards sports that we know more about, have participated in or have some kind of, more knowledge about. So I haven't really ever played baseball much in my life, so that's probably one reason why I don't watch it. I understand the sport, obviously. I understand how it works. I'm not dumb about or ignorant about baseball, but since I've played basketball most of my life, at least throughout my life, and I still play it now, I understand the sport. When something's happening, I understand what's going on. I understand the plays going on. I understand the athleticism to do a certain shot or a block or what have you, defensive play. So I have a lot of I can relate firsthand. I have a deep appreciation of how what's going on in the game. I don't have that with baseball. I don't understand. I've never firsthand like stole a base or anything like that, hit a home run or anything like that. Oh, Bill used to be a bowler. He bowled for 35 years, and your restaurant was in a bowling alley. I didn't know your restaurant was in a... Oh, that's what you're talking about, when they allowed smoking, huh? I remember you mentioned that recently. You averaged 200. That's pretty good. Yeah, my dad, he was an avid bowler. He bowled for decades as well. I think he averaged around like 180, and he bowled in bowling leagues all the time. And yeah, it was very few people were averaging like 200 plus. So that's you're a pretty good bowler. I think, breaking 180. I think when I bowled a little bit when I was a kid because of my dad. I've probably maybe once or twice hit 200, but not averaging that, just on a really lucky game or something like that. 3 leagues a week. Yeah, you're hardcore. That's a lot of bowling there. Heidi, it's cool all the things the human body can do. That's the beauty of the human body. All the sports and dance and everything the human body can do. It's amazing, huh? Carl, it says compared to baseball, basketball is monotonous. No, I mean, for me, it's always changing. It's dynamic. Different players substitute in. It's a chess game, if you have a certain guy it's too powerful in the post or too quick as a guard, who's the other team put in to handle that? I like watching the defensive matchups. No, it's always different. But yeah, you're right. It is most exciting in a non-blowout basketball game. The last 3 minutes of an NBA game can be amazing. That's where legends are made for sure. I know what you're talking about, but there's always something going on in a basketball game, unless it's like garbage time, at the end of a blowout. And even then, it can be exciting in certain circumstances. Oh, Farley, I can relate. You want a replacement? Bill, you bowled a 300. That's a perfect game. Nothing but strikes the whole way out, striking out three strikes in the 10th frame. Wow, that's impressive. You bowled a 300. I don't think my dad ever bowled a 300. I think his highest was like maybe 270. Something like that, maybe. Close, but never quite. That is cool. You were a hardcore bowler. Yeah, in addition to your 3 leagues a week, I was wondering if you actually just like went and just worked out, practiced without the, the competition of a league. So yeah, you also bowled 10 games a day practicing. Yeah, that's what it takes to get that good. You like to play blackjack on your phone? Yeah, I was into that. If you guys remember one of our old Las Vegas videos, I was playing the blackjack app so I could remember all the right things to do, the right plays to make, the right things to do depending on what you have, so you have the best odds of winning. And when you go to the actual gambling machines, is that what they're called? Gambling machines? Anyway. Ooh, that sounds delicious, AJ. Cricket. You played cricket as kids. Yeah, that's a sport we don't really play here in the United States. Okay, vegan Brian, animal activist. He was talking about mental illness. It was actually Dr. Claire Mann that came up with the word called Vistopia. Huh. Please tell us what that is. Oh, Uncle, I actually don't hit on 13. Yeah, there's all these rules for blackjack. I was actually thinking about poker, playing video poker. But yeah, blackjack is a very rules-based thing, It's almost like, if you have a computer, if you had a computer, you would know what to do. It's a perfect thing to do. And even video poker is like that too. But yeah, there's certain things that piss off real blackjack players. Like, I back in the day when I was into it, I knew what the right calls were. But you see someone just like hitting, like when they shouldn't hit, like the dealer's gonna, it's the stuff hitting on the stupidest hands, and then it gives you the rest of the people on the table crap cards after that. It's really frustrating playing blackjack with people who are just goofing around and you're there to like try to win. But anyway, enough of gambling. Yeah, anyway. I know, Vars, cricket is popular. Yeah, just not out here. Pretty bad at Uno. Yeah, I haven't really played much card games at all lately. Yeah, what is Vistopia, Brian? Please tell us about that. Whoa, I never heard of that, vegan metalhead. Yeah, there, Bill has some of the rules there. Don't hit on 12, 13, 14, 15, or 16 if the dealer's up card is 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. Yeah, there's some basic rules like that. You just got to remember there's usually a lot of 10s in a deck. Because there's the 10 cards and then there's the face cards. Is that right? Yeah. It's been a while. It's been a long time. Do you have any of Nisha's new cookbook? Nisha, is that our old friend from the LA vegan scene? Nisha, I forgot, she's married now, right? She's of Indian descent. Are we talking about the same Nisha? Let me know if that's who you're talking about. Sarah, you played on a bar softball team 10 to 15 years ago. Good time. See, you have a baseball. Hang on one second here. Come on, no. Okay, my voice assistant on Apple, who I call Shlomo, you know what I'm talking about, popped up and wanted crap from me. Anyway, Nisha, Rainbow Plant Life. Oh, no. No, I don't think I know her. No, you guys know more people than I do. Okay, so Vegan Brian Animal Activist talking about this mental thing. Non-vegans with a dystopian world they've not yet realized they're a part of. For non-vegans? Interesting, huh? Sounds like a more complicated issue. I'd have to check it out or something like that, Vegan Brian. Heidi, is that a double entendre, Heidi, or not? Did you mean to make that a double entendre or not? If so, good for you. And if not, it's still cool. Nikki, I didn't get a chance to say hi to you much tonight. Are you leaving, Nikki? I'm sorry. I guess I got too caught up with the trolls. But yeah, everyone, wish Nikki a good night. I wish her a happy weekend. I wish you one too, Nikki. Sorry, my bad. If I tell you, my mind is not totally on 100% tonight. It is, but it's not like functioning like it normally does. So trying to still be as conscious of everyone as I usually am, but I'm not sure how great I'm doing. Oh, AZV is back. You're going to try one more time. All right, so give it to us one last time here, AZXV. Which of your two crazy claims are you here to defend? The last one you had here when you came on in Rush is that veganism is mental illness. And your only support for that is that vegans don't want to kill animals, and that makes us mentally ill. You're going to have some more proof than that. That's just an assertion. You need to have some evidence that not wanting to kill animals is the same as having mental illness or anything. And earlier before that, you said if you eat Beyond Burgers, that was the cause of mental illness. So which is it? Those are two totally different things. Hunting, eating Beyond Burgers, which is it? What about? And then Beyond Burgers aren't only for vegans, by the way, too. So anyway, but let's get back to it. If you have anything to add about what causes mental illness in vegans, we'll hear you. Okay, well, say it again. I don't know if I saw everything, and maybe I saw it and it didn't actually contribute anything. So anyway, right, we'll let you come back and give us your evidence-based information, your rational, cogent argument how eating Beyond Burgers makes you mentally ill or not wanting to go and hunt Bambi makes you mentally ill. Let us know. Which is it? Okay, Vistopia is the anguish. Oh, I see. With a capital V, is the anguish that solely vegans feel for living in a non-vegan world. Yeah, we feel a certain bummedness about things because, all around us, like we're trying to watch like Survivor the other night on Paramount Plus. Got it to see Survivor, and it just kept being pushed these shitty, crappy, disgusting Arby's ads. Like, how come? I just want to watch this show about camping, and why are you making me see these disgusting meat sandwiches? I just want to watch Jeff Probst, I don't want to see all this death and carnage and shit, just want to chill out. I want to relax from all the anxiety I've been having. Then you just shove this giant full screen of Arby's sandwich in my face. Anyway, yeah, Carl Baum, he said, or actually hunting Beyond Burgers would be a sign of mental illness. So yeah, I can relate to that, It's like, oh, great Arby's ad. No, it's horrible. Brings my anxiety right back. Anyway, all right, can't wait to see this argument how Beyond Burgers or whatever, or just veganism in general, is mental illness. I'm quite excited for that. I might have some mental issues, but I don't think I have mental illness, and it's definitely not from eating plants. But anyway, let's see what happens. Okay, I'm looking because he accused me of not seeing all his great words that he left for us. I'm keeping an eye on that. So let me know if something pops up and I seem to have ignored it or missed it. Just help me out, guys. I'm just a simple old man here with mental illness. And anxiety for sure, but that's not mental illness. That's just kind of how life works sometimes. But anyway, yeah, fake meat talking to you, that sure would be a sign of mental illness. Okay, here we go. Here he goes now. So let's read this, his argument here. I'm going to copy it.
I'm going to leave your words on this board for all my classes to enjoy, giving you full credit, of course.
All right, so here we go. We're going to add to your thing here. Your words. So, you have anxiety because I don't eat meat. No, that's not why I have anxiety. I have very real personal problems happening that just happened out of the blue. happened to me and my mom too, and she eats plenty of meat. So anyway, no, that's not it. If you don't eat your natural diet, you don't eat. No, it has nothing to do with it. Anxiety can happen to any. So you're saying the only people that have anxiety are vegans? That's complete insanity. No, that's not true whatsoever. Anxiety is something that there's an actual, real, tangible reason why I'm experiencing some anxiety right now. It has nothing to do with my diet. I don't want to share my personal life with the internet because I know people try to use it against me. I don't feel like I need to share my personal family life with the internet, but there's actual real world reasons. So nice try there. Yeah, no, it's like if I had been eating meat right now, it wouldn't have changed these problems that are happening right now. Eating meat would not reach out into the world and fix all these stupid things that are happening right now. So it has nothing to do with it. So nice try. What should we do with this guy? The Dodgers won? Oh, yes. Thanks for sharing that. Dodgers win. Yeah, Ohtani is the man. And even though he might not have done anything, I'll watch the highlights. So Ohtani goes on. Ohtani into the World Series soon. Okay, AZX, we're moving on. You acknowledge, just because I have some anxiety right now, nothing to do with my diet. But you're saying if I were to eat meat right now, it would undo my anxiety? No, it doesn't. It doesn't work that way. It would fix my... I don't think my hormones are off right now or anything like that. You're talking about something else right now. We're talking about anxiety. Then you're talking about hormonal imbalance. Like, no, this is not going anywhere whatsoever. Trying to say because I'm having some problems in life, it's my diet. No connection. Anyway, unless you got something else to add, this I can see we're still going absolutely nowhere with this. Fact, says Allison, there are more non-vegans with anxiety than there are vegans with anxiety. So that shows you how your argument here is completely stupid and bullshit. Hey, Parth Partel, what is happening? And as Bill points out, mental illness, something that must be diagnosed, not something some random troll can diagnose for him or herself from a YouTuber live stream or something like that. If people are anxious, then it may be a mental episode or condition. Yeah, I wonder if he's saying meat eaters don't have anxiety, because that's not true. It's not like as soon as the 1940s rolled around and some people stopped eating meat, anxiety got invented. It didn't exist prior to the 1940s or something like that. Let's just really explore how absurd his notion is here, that, vegan diets are responsible for anxiety. It's just an absurd notion. It's not even worth discussing anymore. It's so absurd and false. Cool AI class. Awesome. That sounds fun, Parth. Yeah, Giovanni grew up with bad anxiety, but even when he was eating meat. Metalhead, you saw a quote from Rob Zombie. It says, everyone says they love animals until they hear the word vegan, and they argue tooth and nail why it's acceptable to abuse them. Great. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that assessment from Rob Zombie 100%. Yeah, and Carl points out there are some studies that show how a vegan or plant-based diet can help reduce depression. So, anyway, and AJ says she was more anxious and depressed before she went vegan. So there goes that too. But anyway, yeah, we don't have to justify it anymore. We know it's an absurd notion. Meat eaters, they don't have anxiety. It's my diet, not weird crap going on in my life that's causing it. So anyway, let's move on from that. So what else should we talk about, guys? And see, Bill points out he has been clinically diagnosed with depression and anxiety. So I imagine you have some meds for that, right, Bill? I hope so. You love the shirt, Brian? Huh? I wonder why the non-vegans haven't mentioned that yet. I'm waiting. I'm shocked that AZV didn't even point out, but you're a cult because your shirt says so. There's AZV. I don't even agree with other meat eaters. Yes, at least they eat some animal fat, unlike you vegans. Unlike you vegans. That's what we are. We are you vegans, unlike you vegans. But their diet is still far from perfection, even if they consume it. Okay, great, whatever, cool. So you don't like veganism because you think our diet sucks or something like that. Is that what you're trying to say, AZXV, that our diets... And there's no such thing as a vegan diet. Are you aware of that? Veganism, again, is a stance against animal cruelty and exploitation. And there are many ways one can eat plants. There's very healthy ways. There's very unhealthy ways. There's no such thing as a vegan diet. There's countless ways you could eat plants. Some better for you, some worse. The fact of the matter, though, is there are ways that are known to be actually good for you. And you don't have to take my word for it, AZVX. Let's once again go and learn about how there are actual groups of health, I should say organizations of health professionals, not just like lone people on TikTok ranting about a bunch of shit that, they may or may not know much about. These are organizations of health professionals. They rely on their reputations as quality, information, quality researchers. They review the science, and they've made these recommendations that eating a balanced vegan diet, one that has wide variety of plants, covers your basic nutrients, nutritionally adequate for all people. So that's all I need to know, that there's multiple health organizations from around the world saying the same freaking thing. I don't really see any health organization saying, hey, if you eat a vegan diet, you're going to die and get sick and all this horrible crap's going to happen to you. Yeah, it can if you're eating a horrible, unbalanced, restrictive elimination diet and not enough calories. Yeah, I see people having a rough time all the time when they go on their own, think they know better. Oh, thanks, AJ, for the weekly cold news. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, AJ, and everyone who sends us super chat tips. It really, I'm speaking so truthful and sincere here, guys. I really want you to know how all your super chat tips really help us with keeping our activism, our channel, our social media going. Sometimes I just think, man, I really gotta I should find some other activity that pays me more in life or something like that sometimes when I get all this anxiety. But thank you so much, guys. Really, I appreciate it. Really, really do. I can't say how much. Thank you. Okay, AZVX is back here. Okay, tell me, what would you eat from non-cultivated plants? Would you eat a wild carrot? I don't know. I've never been trapped in the wild, AZVX. This is like the argument. Every time you're vegan, this thing comes up. What if you're trapped on a desert island and you only had stuff I don't know. I just go to the market or the store or the bodega or farmer's market. I just go wherever when I need food. I'll go to Taco Bell if I have to or something like that. I don't know what I would eat in the wild. I'm not from the wild. I don't know that world, and it depends where in the wild. If you're in Southern California, there's not a lot of wild edible plants. If you're just wandering around here, you're not going to find a lot of stuff. Unless you're in a neighborhood and you see someone's fruit trees or something like that, eat that, eat the apples, avocados, and citrus and stuff. I don't know, man. I'm not sure. So if you don't shop at stores, good for you. Let me give you a little medal. You could hang it on your wall, a little badge of honor. I'm so cool. I don't shop in these stores. They're fake and their food sucks. Whatever. Often that makes you feel better. If you think you're a level 5,000 healthy human because you don't shop in stores, awesome. But I shop in stores. I don't grow food. I don't have time for that. I live in this urban environment. I don't have time to grow food. I don't have the space for that. Most people don't. But if you can do that, you're an awesome human. You're more perfect than we are. And we really shouldn't be communicating with you, AZXV, because you are so beyond us. You're so healthy, so perfect. No mental illness of any kind ever. You don't age or anything like that. You're just beyond us. You're like transhuman. We are down here. You're up here. and you just leave us. You know, we cannot learn from your wisdom and knowledge. It's just beyond us. Okay, if you don't shop in stores, you don't age and anything, you're just too cool. We already have trans. I'm not talking like transsexual humans. I mean transhuman. You know, singular transhuman, not like transhumans. Sarah, you're cheering for another team now? Who are you? Dude, where's your loyalty stamp? I know that's the East Coast, right? You know, but so you were rooting against my Dodgers and you saw what happened, right? When you root against Ohtani. I'm glad he finally made it to the playoffs. You know, he's such a talent, and you know, all those years with the Angels struggling, they couldn't put a good team around him. Never made it to the playoffs. So I'm glad he just got traded to another team or signed with another team across town. First year playoffs, got through one or two. How many rounds have they gone through now? Anyway, I'm glad he's progressing through the playoffs on his way to the World Series, where he will. Your total team is whoever will beat the Dodgers. Well, we're going to be on opposite sides this whole time, because Dodgers, now that they got past the Padres, they're going to the World Series. You're going to see a star already get bigger in Ohtani. Yep, it's not going anywhere, AZVX. Well, thanks for coming. Yeah, we really didn't learn much of anything. So, yeah, bye. Anyway, what have I missed in the past bits? Let me see how long I've been on, too, because I started a little early. Okay, I've been on almost 2 hours, 1 hour and 55 minutes. So I'll probably get going in a little bit, just letting you know. I don't think the live stream is going to, be like a 3-hour live stream or anything like that. I just auto-declared victory? No, I just said we didn't learn anything. I didn't learn anything from you, bro. I asked you for evidence for so many things, and you never produced a shred of evidence. I'm not saying that's me declaring victory. It's just me restating the facts of the evening. You said all this stuff here, and you provided zero. Do you understand zero? It's the absence of quantity. You provided zero evidence to support any of your assertions, any of your claims. You never produced anything remotely resembling a logical argument. I'm not declaring victory. I'm just stating what happened, recounting objectively the events that transpired this evening between your two accounts. That's it. You know, again, I'll repeat what I said an hour ago. You showed the complete inability to produce any evidence to support your claims, other than going for personal attacks, trying to say, hey, because of this one 57-year-old isn't attractive as I wish he would be, or whatever, veganism is dangerous and bad for you, something like that, which is not true. So that's what I'm saying. You can't understand what I'm saying. You have the inability to seem to understand what I'm saying to you. Anyway, let's move on. Let's see. Dawn says, Ryan, I bet a vegan meal that the New York Mets will beat the Dodgers. That would be in the World Series, right? Well, we'll stay tuned. I guess we have a little ways to go. We have another series or two right before that, so we'll put that bet on hold there. Maybe I got to watch some games, see how the Dodgers are looking. I don't know. So anyway, I'll check it out. I'll check them out, see if I can watch some highlights from tonight. I'm sure YouTube will have Major League Baseball highlights right now, because I always watch NBA highlights in the postseason. Yeah, Uncle, there's a great book to read, The Demon Haunted World by Carl Sagan. I read it back in the 90s, I believe. Totally awesome. Everyone should read that. Just go look for it right now. Demon Haunted World by Carl Sagan. It's a book that he was describing his time, and it's even more true now. Kind of like the movie Idiocracy, it's just like things that were said in both of these came to be like way sooner and way more hardcore than anyone would have ever thought. So check it out. Carl, AVX is so weak he cannot even get banned properly. Okay, check it out, Jessica. It's a book that is very evidence-based and very critical thinking based. That's why I love it. That's like what we do here, what I do here. Not AVXZ or anything, but that's what I do here. So lame to say it's my vegan diet that's making me anxious. No, it's so not true. Parth, what time do I wake up? We talked about sleep a little earlier. And thanks for becoming a channel member, Vegan Brian Animal Activist. Thank you so much. It depends. You know, I told you I said go to bed around 11 or so. I might wake up at 5, and this is because I'm older. You know, Sarah's talking about this happens to her too. She's not too much far off from me in age. But yeah, wake up and then, you know, have some trouble going back, falling asleep immediately. Might lay around half an hour or so. Then go back to sleep and wake up maybe at 8 or 9 or something like that. Depends. Unless the cats start messing with us, and then that could make us wake up earlier too. Oh, AZXV is back. I thought we were done, bro. By the way, you vegans, any sentence that begins with the word vegans, you know, is going to be full of shit. Whatever follows, you vegans, all you know, is just going to be a bunch of shit. Because there's nothing generally true about all us vegans. We're such a diverse group of people. Only thing you could say about it, all you vegans are against animal cruelty and exploitation, but they don't say that. By the way, all you vegans are trapped in this mindset of you got to protect the animals. Animals are not your friends. Animals would eat you if they had a chance. I don't think that's what veganism is, brah. Let's take a look. We know it can be done in a healthy way. That's what this graph or this chart shows. But here, it's a stance. Repeat with me. It's a stance against animal cruelty and exploitation. Doesn't mean we're protecting the animals per se. I mean, doesn't mean you have to go out and if you see an animal in danger, you have to run out, hey, don't harm that animal. I mean, you could if you're just a loving, caring, moral person, but that's not the job of vegans. Our job is to avoid animal cruelty and exploitation. So if you see an animal that needs protection, like, you know, you're in an animal shelter and a dog or cat needs to get adopted, it's not your job to adopt it and take it home with you. You'd have too many, you know what I'm saying? That's not what veganism is. We like animals, because we like them, we respect them as beings to not eat them for dinner, lunch, or breakfast. So again, you have a complete misunderstanding of what veganism is. All you vegans. Yeah, Peter, you missed some winners tonight, but it was really one guy. Came back like 3 times or something like that. So, yeah. Part says he has a recording studio. Damn, homie must be doing well. I mean, I just been, you know, recording music since basically 1990. In 1989, I got my first tape recording machine, and it's been going on ever since then. So, yeah, where is he? I'm just gonna make sure he can't come back today. I think, here he is. I'm gonna follow what Bill said to do here. Oh, I can't do it here. Let me go over here. All you vegans. All right, we won't see him again today. All right, back to what we're doing here. Valzar, what are my meta ethics? I don't know. I've never studied meta ethics, so I couldn't tell you. If we're talking about veganism, we don't have to discuss moral theory. I mean, you can if you want, but I mean, it's something that even a teenage person, I know that because one of our most loyal viewers, Jordan, became vegan partly because of us at age 13. He never studied Kant or utilitarianism or consequentialism or any of that stuff, or Aristotelian ethics or anything of the sort. It's a stance against animal cruelty and exploitation. Simple. Even a 13-year-old can get it. Yeah, animal. There's a nice animal there. I'm not going to kill it or pay someone else to kill it so I can eat a burger or something like that. I'll eat plants instead. So, I mean, if you want to like go into the deep waters of moral philosophy and stuff, you can, but it's not necessary. And I don't really align myself with any particular school of moral thought. But usually I find myself not attracted to utilitarianism or consequentialism. On the surface of it, they have some nice ideas, but usually I see absurd things follow from it. So that's why I'm not attracted to it. So hopefully I answered your question enough there. I hope there's an Inside Out 3, Peter. Yeah, Inside Out 2 was so cool. Cool. Glad you liked the answer there, Velzart. VLAM, no, I did not hear that. I didn't. That person that made that Dairy Scary video is no longer vegan? Interesting. Uncle, yeah, I haven't watched too many scary movies yet. We got started. Last week I told you we started watching Survivor. So I guess once we get caught up, we'll probably start watching some more scary movies. But I definitely want to watch Coco before the holidays. And probably Only Lovers Left Alive. I bought it like a couple years ago on Apple. Just because it was like maybe $4 to rent, $5 to own. Just give them another buck so I can watch it for the rest of my life. Peter, yeah, I already had another video I was already starting to work on for my next video. But yeah, the Lizzo one sounds like a hot story. I should jump on that. So I'll try to work on that tomorrow. So you guys might see 2 videos next week from me. So, and to be honest with you guys, back to my dumb anxiety and shit like that. It's actually kind of good for me to have a lot of stuff to work on rather than, idle minds lead to bad. What is that expression? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I find it kind of helpful to just like work on stuff, so I might make 2 videos next week. So that, that's cool. There's a Lizzo story I got to like jump on right now. So that's cool. Yeah, James Bond in 4K. That sounds good, Allison. What absurdities in consequentialism? Oh, God. I don't want to mess... No one hold me to this. I might be misremembering. Is that a word? Incorrectly remembering something from the past. But I thought... who were those guys? Humane Hancock and one other person. I forgot which... I remember their consequentialism led to some weird thing like humans should be killed because we should kill all humans because we're bad for the planet or something like that. Like, whoa, that's I mean, yeah, humans are bad for the planet, but I don't think we should kill everyone and use that as a does. It's just I've heard some really, again, I'm not holding them to, I forgot who he was chatting with. You guys might remember this too. This may be a couple years ago, so I could have forgotten some. I just kind of remember something like that. Like no, any line of thought that leads to kill all the people, something's wrong with it. Or any line that leads to kill all the animals, something wrong with that. Peter, is there anyone to block? I thought I took care of it. Let me know if there's something going on there, Peter, with a particular person. Samuel points out a huge number of people in Dubai have tigers and bears as their best friends. Why does Shlomo keep coming on my iPad? I didn't say, hey, Shlomo, just turn off. I'm talking to my iPad. That could be a sign of being mentally unstable or whatever that troll was saying is wrong with vegans. Nils Omen, you're back? Hey, I didn't know you were gone. How are the bananas these days? I had about 6 bananas in my smoothie today after the gym. So yeah, they're pretty good. They're perfectly ripe, maybe even a hair overripe. Yeah, guys, hit the like button. If you can't donate or money or support us in that way, at least help the algorithm to like suggest our channel and videos so more people will see them. We'll make a couple more bucks and we can keep this going on as long as possible. This happy, healthy vegan experiment or whatever you want to call it. This what we're doing. So yeah, at least hit the like button. That would be awesome. You yell at your phone all the time? Yeah, I yell at my tech all the time too. So it must be a vegan thing, right? Because, non-vegans never yell at their tech, I bet. Johnny, you noticed I changed my profile picture of my channel. Yeah, like it used to be me and Angie for many, many years. And she, as she kind of let me have more of the spotlight. She's more behind the scenes making the short. She thought I'd just put Ryan out there, but I thought I'd put a more updated picture. That was from a few years ago. Just thought I'd put a new pic of me on. Have you guys seen? You guys could probably see me right now when I'm chatting, right? Let's see. Oh, I'm not chatting right now, but yeah, it's on our channel. I see it. Yeah, picture of me in here, baseball cap on. That's kind of my new look lately. Anyway, let's see. So Parth does like consequentialism. I think it has some good points. I just think from what I've seen, it seems to lead to some really dark or like crazy, just to me, just like conclusions or consequences that I'm not really too fond of, and trying to use that as a justification to do some really horrible sounding things. I think something's wrong with it. Anyway, yeah, I'm not here to debate which moral theory is the best or the worst or anything like that. It's just my 2 cents on just a really quick look at some current YouTubers who seem to be more consequentialist. I take a hands-off approach. I don't call myself either. If anything, I relate more to Kantian ethics a bit more. But yeah, there's good things about consequentialism. I even like Aristotelian ethics. I never heard anyone talk about that. I studied a bit of that too, and I think there's something to be said for Aristotle's ethics. Let's see. Plant choppers rebranded to Viva Longevity. So about veganism causing long life. Huh. It can. It doesn't have to. You can eat a crap vegan diet, and I doubt your life will be extended that much, you know. Depends. It can help. Anyway. Oh, Peter, I heard about that movie. Is it going to be in the theaters, or is it going to be a streaming movie? Yeah, the movie Trump doesn't want us to see. I'd be curious to check it out. Yeah, and talk about, like horrible things happen in the world, like hurricanes, 2 hurricanes hitting Florida. Yeah, and all the trouble in all of the Middle East right now. It's expanding, Gazans. It's just so depressing right now, guys. There's so much bad stuff happening, and it's just too much to take, guys. It just weighs on a lot of us. All the bad stuff happening in the world, and then compound that with bad stuff happening to you personally. It's just not a good thing. Now, I'm not going to respond to Faker. I just don't listen to that freak anymore. I don't care. He can say what he wants. I really don't give a shit. It's like talking to a brick wall. And for him, it's all show. It's just like I said, it's like I'm not going to say anything. I don't want to even hold anything against me. I'm just going to leave it there. Oh, Frank Chen, and your random vegan jokes. Thanks for appearing on tonight. I could use a couple bad vegan plant jokes, so thank you for that. Peter, I was saying I don't identify as either, and I don't think that's an either or, consequentialism or deontology. I think I like both. There's good things to be said, and I think I relate more to deontology, but I don't identify as either. I said I like Aristotle's ethics as well too. So, unfortunately for Aristotle's ethics, I really think you can't really it doesn't relate to veganism all that much. It's a whole other way of looking at ethics than like morality. It's a little bit different. So anyway, yeah, I don't want to bore people with a bunch of boring philosophy crap. Yeah, he does have the best vegan jokes, huh, V-Lam? All right, who's still here? You guys want me to chill a little bit longer, or should I get going? I've been on 2 hours and 13 minutes now. 8:04, and I missed all the Dodgers game. Let's see, anything else you guys want to ask or talk about? I want to say thank you guys for helping me feel a little bit better. Yeah, I don't feel cured or anything right now, but I do feel a smidgen better now than I did compared to 2 hours and 14 minutes ago. So thank you. This whole time I've been feeling bummed, AJ. I haven't even picked up a guitar. I've been so not feeling it, I've not been feeling... Yeah, I guess I need to feel some vibration and string resonance. should play some guitar, guys. Yeah. I mean, not right now, but because I haven't been playing it all. It was like the most guitar I played in like 2-3 weeks. Right there, that was it. That's the extent of my guitaring the past bit. I guess maybe I should try to take advantage of what I'm feeling right now and try to make some sad music. Yeah, I like making sad music, but I don't like making music when I'm anxious. I can deal with melancholy. That's like my wheelhouse as far as music making, but having anxiety and melancholy, not really where I operate from. So it's kind of, I don't know. I should just try anyway, Asparagus is the most pessimistic vegetable. Thank you, Frank. Awesome. That was a smidgen, Sarah. That was exactly a smidgen quantity. Yeah, I guess I should, Sarah. I should. I just, when I feel like this, I just don't feel creative, I tell you, when I feel just melancholy, I feel creative. When I feel anxiety and this is a new one, to have both kind of at the same time. It's like, I just don't feel, I don't know how to feel. It's just kind of not normal or right, But yeah, melancholy is normal. I'm cool with that, So anyway, no, not a marathon live stream tonight. You got some stuff to handle. I should let you guys go too. This has been a long life. I want to thank you guys. All the guys, thank you so much for all the super chat tips, everyone. AJ left a couple. Jordan Vegan left a whole bunch. Got started off with, let's see, it was Jordan left the first one today. And Johnny Bravo left a few. Thank you guys. I can't say how much this helps out, because part of the anxiety is a little bit of anxiety about finances and stuff like that too. There's a lot of stuff going on, so I appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. And yeah, I'm going to try to hang in there, sir. Hopefully, you have no idea. Every day is just kind of like new stuff's happening. It's kind of a dynamic situation. So hopefully things might be better next week. I don't know. I'm just kind of just dealing with it. I'm not in control. That's part of being bummed and depressed, when you realize something that's totally out of your hands. So I don't know. It's dynamic. It's going to change. Hopefully, and for the better. I don't know. I can't say. Anyway, let's see. Frank, let's see one more joke here. Why are root vegetables so apathetic? Because they just don't care at all. I don't understand. You have a database. You write these down. You have these in your brain. Either way, it's all good. Thank you, guys. Thanks for the good vibes, guys. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for all your, just being cool. It's just cool to see thoughts and interact with the minds of cool, positive people, and have some fun with people like that when they come on, and expose how their crap words are. Thanks for the tip. There's symptoms of a crap mind. And thank you, Par. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. You guys. Thank you so much. I don't know what to say. You guys are very generous, and hopefully I can just get some good sleep. I'm gonna look at the recommendations. I'm gonna look on the website, see if I can find what Sarah was telling me there, because sleep's been a little tougher too. Just got to find some ways to relax, chill out, do some more meditating, to do some CBD, CBN gummies, whatever I got to do, and just try to stay positive and realize, I'm blessed, I'm grateful, I have a lot of options in life. I'm very able and still have a decent mind. I can do lots of things to try to find my way out of anything that life throws at me, hopefully. So got to stay positive like that, guys. So thank you for everything. Thank you, Uncle and Peter, for moderating and keeping the trolls timed out and blocked if need be. And get back home safely. Sarah, will you be back in your hometown next week? Travel, drive safely, and enjoy California while you're here. This is honestly, guys, a little secret from a native Californian here, and I'm sure Sarah would probably agree. This is the best month, really. The weather's still quite nice. The tourism levels have dropped off considerably. It's time for locals to go out and enjoy. So I got to do that too. I got to go out and experience some nice California time instead of sitting around bummed all the time. So anyway, guys, thank you so much. and I will try to get 2 videos out next week. A Lizzo no longer vegan video, and someone I made a why I'm no longer vegan video about, she responded to me. She's made an hour 10-minute video responding to my video about her no longer being vegan, so I started some work on that. So hopefully I'll cheer you, not cheer you guys, but you guys will be treated to 2 videos plus a live stream next week. But yeah, Sarah, unfortunately, yeah, your 2 trips to California this summer were both timed with the 2 hottest times, particularly your most recent trip. Yeah, the Bay Area of San Francisco was like the hottest it's been in like 2 years. So sorry about that. You know, that's usually it's usually not like 95 in San Francisco or anything like that. It's pretty rare. All right, guys, thank you so much. Thank you again, Uncle and Peter, for moderating. I'm glad you guys have my back, and I'm glad all you guys have my back too. Really, I'm grateful and appreciate that. And I will try to, as I leave this live stream and leave this room and go back out, I'll try to take all the positivity that you guys shared with me so lovingly, and take it with me and try to build from that, and try to have some good sleep tonight, guys. So thank you so much. Love you guys. And I will see you next week with hopefully 2 videos and live stream next week. So remember, don't suck being vegan, and I love you all, guys. Thank you.